So race day here at Montpelier, back in the day, sharing with Mrs. Scott was a time for both of us, I believe, was a bonding of happiness. Marion DuPont Scott was a person I met through her sister-in-law, and she knew that I liked horses, and she said, "Oh, you must meet Marion DuPont Scott." And I said, "That would be wonderful." So I first met her that way through the connection with horses. She wasn't a person who liked to have big cocktail parties, and she thought that Montpelier would be the perfect place for her to have the local people come. For years, that's what they did. She opened the place to the community. She was always very respectful of all the people that worked on the place, as well as the people that lived in Orange County. Because she said, without them, what would I be? To be able to combine her love of horses with steeplechasing, her love of the history of the founders, to give back with the Montpelier steeplechase was her way of saying thank you to everybody that came to enjoy them. And she really took great pleasure in seeing the happiness on their faces. She knew horses just as well as we would know our children. And she would watch each one come in and talk about their eyes and their feet and their body. That was important for her to really see the animals. And she was very appreciative of the jockeys. They're really risking their lives. And she said they don't get sometimes recognized as much as they should. Her love for Montpelier was not just for the horses, but it was for the history. And she was very proud that she was living in a house that James Madison had owned. But she said, you know, Thomas Jefferson gets all the recognition and James Madison doesn't. But without James Madison and the Constitution, we wouldn't be the United States of America. After the professor came out from UVA and showed her the initial rooms, she became really excited about it and felt that this needed to be put up there on a level with Monticello. So she worked very hard to make sure when she died that it could be passed on to the National Historic Trust and taken back to its original state. She loved America. She just was a true devoted American. She didn't want to be the center of attention. She was happy to have her horses, her trainer, and other people that beat her. I would be sitting next to her and there'd be some great races here where her really good horse lost by a nose. She said that other person had a good horse, and I appreciated that about her. I think it is important for people to have the opportunity to feel some of the history that started this great nation. And Mrs. Scott felt that way too. She loved the community, and I'm thrilled that this is continuing, and the people that are doing it, I think they're doing an outstanding job. And it's obvious today, just seeing the numbers of people here that are celebrating it. She would be very happy with how it's moved forward.